Hi guys, I am back with another tutorial today, but I'm using a model today and my lovely friend Prisha has decided to help me out. It's been crazy busy with weddings, but we're going to get straight into it now. So I'm just using my Tarte Shape Tape in light medium to prime the eyelids, and using a lighter concealer really helps with the eyeshadow colors to pop, especially with darker, warmer colors. So I'm just slowly working that into the crease and onto the brow bone and making sure that it's all nice and clean and tidied up. A concealer is also a good way to carve out the brows before you actually start doing the brows, especially if you've got a bit of eyebrow regrowth. I'm just using a Dirty 30 sponge to blend out that concealer, and I'm using a white powder to set it before I start using colors on the eyelids. I'm starting off with a light brown here. It's probably a shade darker than her skin tone. You want to keep it quite natural, and especially if you're going in with bold colors. So I'm just sweeping that over the crease and building it up slightly before I go in with a more burnt orange brown shade, which has a lot more warmth to it. And these shades are all from the Naked Heat palette, and I will list the colors I used so that if you do want to follow along, you can do that too. And then I move on to using a very orange shade. It's actually like an orange from the Morphe James Charles palette. And I'm just working that into the crease and along the outer V. And as you can see, I'm going in a few times because it's always good to start slow and soft, and you can always build it up as you go along. But if you're going quite hard initially, it is very hard to get rid of the color if you've put too much down. So it's a good tip to have. And I'm using a fluffy blending brush to just blend out the crease and the outer V. And then I'm moving on to a warmer toned dark brown. So it's still within the warm palette, and I'm using that just along the lash line, but I'm sweeping it up sort of to create like a cat eye effect. I love doing this. I actually do this on every single client. Even if it's soft glam, I use softer colors obviously, but yep, this is my go-to step. And now I'm using I think it's more of an orange shade. It's from the James Charles palette. It's quite annoying actually, the palette doesn't really have names, so I will try my best to describe it for you when I link it in the description box below. And yep, so I'm working that now into the crease and onto the eyelid space that I have not been like blending in with the eyeshadows. And so you can see I'm just using a flat shader brush, and I'm creating a very soft cut crease. This is one of my go-to steps, I guess. It just helps everything look quite neat and clean, because I do tend to be quite neat when I work. But yeah, it's a good way to try and make sure that you get the same effect of a cut crease, but it's not as sharp and bold. So just doing that slowly. And I did use a darker, like a red, on the inner and outer corner of the eye. So I just patted that in slowly, but obviously I'm talking way too slow. So yes, I'm moving on to the next step, which is eyebrows. And as you can see, I'm filling in her eyebrows a little thicker than they are. And that's just because this makeup is quite heavy. It's bridal makeup, so I'm just going in a little bit thicker than usual. And I'm using the pomade, the Anastasia brow pomade in medium brown, and I'm just shaping her brows first before going in with a brush and brushing them through. Brushing them through actually helps with it looking a bit more natural, so it's a good step to have in your brow routine. It just looks so nice and sharp when I do this, so I do like to do this when it's a full glam look. But obviously you don't have to. This is a step you can skip, but I'm going on top and underneath the brow and just working that concealer in with a very smooth flat brush, and I'm using my little blender again here. These Dirty 30 sponges, these mini ones, are perfect for like around the eyebrow and for concealer and stuff. So invest in one if you feel like it would help your makeup game. And here I'm just using my trusty Fenty Beauty Hustle Baby highlighter on the brow bone. I actually love this highlighter. I don't know how many times I said it this weekend and this week to all my little brides and bridesmaids. So yep, I'm gonna say it again. I love it. I brushed her brows through and I'm just now priming her skin with MAC Strobe. I think it's a strobe cream, and it does help with a bit of luminosity to the skin. So I enjoy using this underneath makeup, underneath the foundation, that is. So just using that, and then I'm using Studio Fix and Matchmaker, or is it Matchmaster? It's quite an old brand actually. I got it like the beginning of this year, but I think it's now discontinued if I'm not mistaken. Studio Fix is like the newer version, I'm assuming. And I'm also using a mixture of Makeup Forever, which is my go-to foundation for brides, and I mixed that and made a little concoction and put that onto her base. And now I'm using Tarte Shape Tape in light medium to really highlight under the eye and along the nose, and just on her chin and up on her, just above her lip on her cupid's bow. It kind of helps to create a lot of light, and that's what you need when you're going to go heavy on the contour. And yes, I am going to go heavy on the contour. I am just now setting her under eyes with this is actually a mixture. So I did Laura Mercier, and then I also did a bit of my banana brightening powder. It's by Ben Nye. It's quite old actually, but like it's not spoken about so much anymore, but it's still a really good powder, which I have repurchased and I love. And for her bronzer, I'm using a mixture of Inglot, because Inglot has this one that I use has a really nice ashy tone to it, so it looks quite natural if you use the right amount. Obviously I'm going a little bit heavier because I want to photograph this, so a little bit heavier on Prisha, but I have also in the next few steps I've also used a bit of my L'Oreal Glam bronze, which has a warmer tone to it as well. And I just I'm using a bit of the NARS Taj Mahal blush and just focusing that onto her cheeks and lightly brushing it over her nose as well, and then highlighting her nose. And as you can see, I don't take the highlight all the way down the nose, I just do it at the top of the nose and across the little tip of the nose. And I love that it's not fully. Now look at this, oh my god, like can you get any more glowy with this highlighter? It's insane. So I definitely mixed that highlighter with a bit of spray before I did that, so I accidentally cut that step out. Oh my gosh, this is going so fast. Okay, so I am using the same colors I used in her outer V, the darker browns, to smoke out the bottom of her lash line. And I want this to be a little bit smoky, but still nothing too excessive. So I'm going in very lightly and then building the color up and moving it out more towards the outer corner to elongate her eye, because the lashes that are going on are quite intense. And just using a fluffy brush every now and then to just diffuse out the shadow and make it softer than it is that I'm putting on. And then using a gold from the Morphe palette, I am brightening up her inner corner, and now I'm moving on to a little bit of gel eyeliner. I'm doing this very messy because I'm trying to create a very smoky liner. So I did the gel liner and then I went on top with a dark brown eyeshadow, and I'm just smoking it out so it adds a bit of depth to her liner. And then I'm lining her lips with a lovely chocolate brown. I have a mixture of these browns from NYX, so I'm not sure exactly the name of the liner that I use, but I'll link it below. And then I'm using The name of this is also, I will link it below, sorry guys. And I do know that the next shade that I'm using after this one is Chocolatier from Colourpop, and it's a warmer tone. So this one's quite cool, the chocolate brown that I'm using here. And the one I go on top of, which is this one, it's got a bit more warmth to it. It has like a very cinnamon vibe. So I do like it a lot. It's just such a beautiful, like true chocolate brown. So it's very, very nice on her skin, and it brings out the color in the jewelry. So yeah, I'm just doing that. And then doing a bit of mascara for her as well before I put on her lashes, and making sure that they're coated nicely. And these lashes are bomb, but they're so intense. And yeah, they're so stunning. But put on some lashes for her, and then set her skin with my setting spray, and just quickly dusting over a little bit of Hourglass powder over her cheeks and on her chin, just to keep it all nice and set. And just for the last step, I'm adding the tiniest bit of Stila. I think this is Magnificent Metal Glitter, and the shade is, I think it's called Siren. It's a very like warm orangey tone, which is very pretty. And she loved her makeup. And that's it, folks. I hope you guys loved this, and if you want more of these, message me and comment below. Bye.